All right, welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel, to none other than the Cardano family. Appreciate you guys from the bottom of my heart on a day-to-day basis. You know, the support that the Cardano family has been showing is overwhelming, to say the least. So, thank you for your support. Continue supporting, and you will see a continuation of these updates that I bring you guys. So, I'm sure if you are part of the crypto markets and especially Cardano, I'm sure you guys are glued to your screens right now because a lot has been happening over the course of the last 5 to 6 days for the crypto markets. Crypto market has been sending and it just doesn't seem to want to stop. And, these are times what crypto investors wait for, right? Especially if you have kind of experienced a bullish momentum cycle before in the past. If this is your first time, welcome to the crypto space. But I'm sure if you have been through some of the cycles before, you know what this market is capable of doing. And this is exactly one of those perfect examples. As far as ADA is concerned, of course, the broader market is up right now, not just Cardano, but ADA is up 9.1% on the daily time frame. And I know not a lot of hitters would want to see this, but ADA is up 92% over the past 1 week. Of course, a lot of rumors going around that Charles Hoskinson is going to collaborate with the Trump administration, which I wouldn't even be surprised at because Trump administration is going to be pro crypto, right? So of course, in terms of a collaboration with the likes of Charles Hoskinson, it doesn't even sound too crazy to myself. And on top of that, some major developments that are just going completely ignored. What a lot of people are just completely ignoring is, the major developments that came out from ADA over the course of the last few weeks, like 3 to 4 weeks back. And people are just completely forgetting that. We need to understand all these things are factoring with one another. But let's take a look at the price because, of course, people get very excited when we speak about the price. But before we do that, as always, just a quick disclaimer. Anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So ADA is currently sitting at 63.83 cents. Absolutely crazy to be even see. And it's up 9.3% in USD as mentioned, but down about 0.5% in Bitcoin. Comparative market cap is almost at $23 billion. And look at the 24-hour trading volume at about 3.3 billion. Very, very nice to see. But yeah, let's take a closer look and really understand what's happening in terms of the prices of some of these assets and how they're correlating with one another. So if we're looking at the Bitcoin dominance, I'm sure you guys know we saw a fake out yesterday for Bitcoin itself. And I will kind of give you guys the visuals if you want to see them just for your own sake. But since that fake out occurred, we actually saw dominance. Literally since that moment, dominance started picking up, and it started picking up fast. And what happened is, even as Bitcoin went up, you saw the dominance continuing to rise because, of course, those types of moves cause uncertainty. And if you're looking at this, let's take a look. So, just for here, actually, let me give you guys the hourly time frame so you guys get a better picture. It's always good to give the visuals. I'm a big believer on that. Makes, people understand things at, completely different way and much better in my opinion. So, Bitcoin did cross almost $90,000 just a few hours ago. So of course, I can extend the Fibonacci retracement level in a few minutes. But anyhow, this is the fake out that I'm speaking about. So, Bitcoin was actually sitting at the likes of $89,000. I'm sorry, $81,000. Here we are. Wow. I forgot I'm looking at the hourly time frame. So let's take a look at it here. So you can see, Bitcoin was sitting at $81,000, went all the way down to the likes of $78,000, causing a complete fake out. Shortly after that, the price of Bitcoin literally ascended towards a new all-time high. So after this fake out, what you want to understand is Bitcoin pumped up an additional 15%. And we're talking about the biggest asset in the cryptocurrency market, a 15% gain. We need to understand how big of a move that really is. And, we crossed the entire market valuation for the crypto space above $3 trillion. To be exact, it's around $3.1 trillion. And again, a 15% move is a big move for Bitcoin. And that means billions of dollars has flown into Bitcoin over the course of the last few hours, which of course shouldn't be a big surprise factor to any one of us when you're seeing the altcoins performance like what we have seen just specifically today. So that kind of explains as to what's happening. So one thing I want you guys to take away from this is it's not just ADA, it's everything that's going up right now. But what is crazy is that ADA is up 91%, which I know a lot of haters don't want to see happen. But with that said, let's take a closer look and see what's happening with the price. Just going down memory lane, I know there's a lot of new money coming into the markets now. People that were sidelined, people that were uncertain, big investors as well. Obviously retail usually tends to focus more on the news itself, but there's some big big businesses that were just sidelined that are coming in. So we're seeing billions of dollars flowing into crypto markets right now because, of course, Trump has been elected. More people are confident in investing into crypto, which they weren't leading into the U.S. election, and that has really brought a lot of interest in the crypto space, including within ADA. But if you're looking at ADA right now, you can see this for yourself. So Cardano has been able to remain. So let's going back down memory lane. All-time high. Depending on which exchange you're looking at. In here, we're looking at, of course, Binance. On Binance, it was recorded at $3.10 as an all-time high for none other than ADA itself. So looking at ADA right now, obviously, when you're looking at it from, a bigger picture with the price, these moves that we're seeing right now, a 91% increase seems like nowhere to be seen. You can't even see it on the chart. And that tells you how far we are, from an all-time high. But what this also tells you is how fast this market can move. Look at what happened with Dogecoin specifically. Dogecoin is, I think, in the last time, in the 0.50 Fibonacci retracement level in 3 specific days. 3 to 4 days, all it took for Dogecoin to get to that level. And, this is how fast this market can move, especially when the bull trend comes back, the bullish momentum. And we're noticing right now, specifically with none other than Cardano itself. And Cardano right now is currently sitting at 64 cents as we speak, facing some major resistance, of course, dating back to the 2022 levels. And I've stated to you guys this before, the 78.6. I know I sound like a broken record on these Cardano updates, but the 78.6 is a very, very important level. And it's looking more than likely that we're going to actually see that breakout that a lot of people are anticipating. We are seeing several projects across the board that are actually starting to see that breakout, and I think it's time for ADA to shine, and I think it will shine sooner than a lot of people think, because let's face it, in order for ADA to break a new yearly high, it's only a 28.97% move. So once we get into the 78.6, I think that itself could bring in a lot of FOMO. Just that move itself can bring in a lot of FOMO. But I want you guys to take a look at it on a closer time scale for ADA. So Cardano has been bouncing back and forth above that key resistance, now playing as a level of support around the 59 cents price point. So giving us once again yet another confirmation as to how important that resistance really was. We bounced back and forth here. Of course, we did see a market seeing a little bit of a sideways momentum over the course of the last few hours, but you are seeing the price of ADA picking up traction with this momentum right now with Bitcoin. So yesterday, or just a few hours ago, I would say, if you picked it up at 59 cents, you are up right now 11.87%. So, So Cardano is on the verge of breaking yet again a new yearly high, and I think the 78.6 is where your eyes should be glued on, and that's only a move of about 7.73%. If we're able to get back in here, I think we could actually see ADA going up much faster than and really get whales coming in and causing the price of ADA to thrive even more, because right now what we're seeing in terms of interest from retail, it's much higher than what we have seen early on, believe it or not. This time institutions are involved as well. The landscape is completely different. Of course, the halvening is out of the way, elections are out of the way, more people are excited than ever, and I think this is really going to help a lot of coins, including ADA. And ADA specifically, reason why I think that is because, of course, the proof of stake consensus, supply and demand factor, there's a lot of demand right now, and the supply is quite short, which of course will cause the price of ADA to move up much faster than a lot of people expect. But let me know down below what you guys think. Love each and every one of you guys. Thank you for all your support. We'll see you tomorrow up in Crypto ZX, and peace out.